Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 17 of the 100-day project. This is day 16 right here in front of you. This is the day that we did this page and we talked about this book and the cover and all the things that we kind of plan on doing. If you're just popping into this video, go back to the one right before it and that will explain what we're doing with the book, or at least the plan. That's probably going to change along the way, who knows, and this page here. What I'm going to do today is another page in my book. I've already picked out a few things I want to use for a page. When I was going through my stuff, I found the other day, let's back up. The other day I showed you a piece that I put in a junk journal. Let me get it real quick. Here it is. And in one of the books I put a piece of my mother's clothing. She liked to embroider on her embroidery machine, and she would take her clothing and she would put stuff all over it. So she made a shirt. Actually, she didn't make this shirt. This shirt is a store-bought shirt, which is unusual for her. She usually made all her clothes. But she had a store-bought shirt, and she put this on it, and here's the pocket to it. I cut the pocket out. I thought I'd use the pocket one day, and I think we're going to use it in this book. But she put that one that I just showed you, this one, and this one. She had them like going down the front of her shirt, and the other side of the pocket, she put one. But while I was doing that, I found another piece that she had done, and so I cut out a heart. So that's what we're going to use today. Let's get to today's page. The pieces that I picked out today, I tested them on all the different colors and textures of my fabrics, and I loved this one the most. This white, I think it's like a duck cloth. And I've already cut out all my pieces. Like I said, I'm going to use this little heart piece. And the other thing I have is a doily that I found while I was going through my stuff. So the doily is going to go down here, and the heart's going to go in the center. And then I have this trim, and I found a piece that I think would be really pretty on here. I'm going to put this on the edge. This lace came from an antique mall. I'm going to pin this on and see where it falls on my book and see how far over it flaps before I make the decision of where to sew it. And then I have this trim here I'm going to put down on top of that right there. And then I have these little buttons that I pulled out of my little button tin over here. And I'm going to put the buttons down here on the side of the heart, like this. And that's all I'm going to do to this page, and I think it'll be really cute. I'm going to hand stitch this on, and this on, and these on. I'm going to stitch this down with the machine. So I'll take this to the sewing machine and do that. But first I want to test out where this is going to fall in my book. So let's close the page. Because you remember we talked yesterday about how far out this hangs and how I might trim these back so I can see it. But if I keep adding pretty lace, it doesn't really matter. So do I want it out at the edge? Or do I want to come in some? Kind of like seeing this piece behind it. So we're going to come in some. I'm going to come in maybe, I don't know, an inch or something like that. And move the heart over just a little bit. And then put the trim down right here. So I will be back in a minute. I'm going to go stitch this down. Okay, I've got my trim sewn on. And I want to tell you, when I put my lace on, I made sure that I had the same amount of space here. So this is on properly, but when you turn it, you can see that it's not straight. And I'm okay with that. I think the wonky is cute and it'll be adorable. So I don't worry about that stuff at all. So I wanted to tell you guys that in case you're looking at yours thinking, well, gee whiz, this is crooked. Well, maybe it looks really cute that way. If you don't like it, then definitely, you know, make it your own and don't. And plus this lace is really old, and I measured it. It's wider here than down here. I can prove it. See, it goes like 2 1/4, and down here it's like 2. That makes it charming. Go with it. Now I'm going to put on my heart. It's going to give it a little pin so that it stays in place. It's hard to pin through a doily. And then I'm going to go around it with regular sewing thread. And I'm going to go around my heart and try to get these little pieces here that are folded up, trying to get them to stay down. So I'm going to go off camera to do this because it'll be a little time consuming. So I'll be back in a minute. I've just about got my heart sewn on, and I thought I'd come on just real quick and show you. I'm just doing a little whip stitch going around the edges, just in case you were wondering if I was going up and down, up and down. I'm just doing a little whip stitch and just grabbing a little of the bottom fabric and then a little bit of the heart, because I really want those little scallops to lay down. There's our little heart. It's much better now. It's staying down. I was thinking as I put this down, maybe I should have stitch this first, but really I didn't want to because it might have turned out a little jagged depending on how this pulled. So I thought, well, it's best to do it this way. So now I'm just going to get some floss. I think that I want an embroidery floss to go around the edges here like we did on this one because I think it's cute. I'll probably do the same thing on this one. I'm actually going to use the same color I used yesterday. I looked through the colors, I looked through the greens, and I didn't like any of them with this. I just think I'll just use the same color. I'm just going to go ahead and pin it down so it stays in place as much as possible. Okay, our heart is on now. So now I want to put my little buttons here. So I'm just going to stitch those on and then I will be back in a minute with you guys. Okay, I have my little page done. I don't think I'm going to add any more. I have a little bow sitting over here that I just found, but I think that I would rather not use it because I want the attention to be here. We'll use it on something else. Very cute. Where's our bag? Let's see. Oh yeah, that's turned out real cute. So I'm going to say goodbye to you for today, and I will see you tomorrow for day 18. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. And here's a close-up in case you didn't get to see. I love that. That's a little wonky there. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.